I've seen way too many brilliant project managers get stuck. Not in the exam, not in the prep, but right here on the application to take their PMP. And the worst part, it's totally avoidable. If you're serious about earning your PMP, you have to nail this part with the application. So in this video, I'm going to go over the 3 most common mistakes that I see sink even the most qualified candidates. And stick around, because at the end, I'm going to show you a tool that I've built that's going to make this part brain dead simple for you. Mistake number 1, vague descriptions. The number 1 reason why PMP applications get flagged is when people write what they did and not what they've actually delivered. Too many people list tasks like they're writing a resume, but that's not what PMI cares about. PMI doesn't care about your job title and your daily duties. What they want to know is, what did you manage? What decisions did you actually make? And how did you apply the PMBOK in the real world? So like back in the Marine Corps, I didn't just go on patrol or run a convoy. I accomplished a mission. It's the same thing here. And when we get to mistake number 3, I'll show you how you want to keep this part specific yet simple and how to avoid audit problems completely. So hang tight. Mistake number 2 is not speaking the PMI language. So let's be clear here. You might know your project better than anyone out there, but PMI doesn't speak your company's language. They speak PMBOK language. That means initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, controlling, and closing. You have to map your experience to the domains. You want to say what you've done, just like the PMBOK or a PMBOK project manager would say. So instead of saying you designed a UA wireframe, instead you can say contributing to project execution by facilitating scope description. You're not trying to sound robotic. You're trying to show PMI that you understand how they see project work. And coming up, I'm going to show you the easiest way to make your application audit ready with this mindset. And mistake number 3 is they're not audit ready. I've had multiple conversations with multiple people who had problems with their audit because they were not prepared to go through one. So let's talk about one thing that you don't want to hear about. You have to be prepared for the PMP audit. PMI audits a small percentage of applications. We don't know the number. No one does. Anyone who does say they know a number is speculation. Those numbers are theory. And I'm not here to talk theory. I'm here to talk action. So when you write your application, you have to assume you are going to get audited. And when that happens, you need to have every detail verified by either a previous supervisor or manager. If your descriptions are too vague, if they're inflated or unprovable, you're going to get in trouble. So here's the rule that I teach. Be clear, be aligned, and be provable by a verifier. Write every entry like your old boss will get called. Because if you get audited, they will get called. And don't worry, I've got a tool that helps you ensure that you are audit ready if that happens. It's a full spreadsheet that covers every option of the audit to make sure that you are fully prepared. And for a bonus, mistake number 4, no strategy going into writing their application. We're project managers. We have to have a strategy for everything. So don't like the people who just hit the random projects and hope they hit the 36 months. No strategy equals no flow. And instead of thinking like a project manager, stacking your projects to show range of scope management, team leadership, risk mitigation, budget control. You have to show what you've done over time. It's about a capability. So if you want your application to scream, I'm already doing this work at a professional level. Now let me become a PMP, then you gotta come and work with me. Look, this stuff doesn't have to be stressful. That's why I've built the 44 PMI Application Assistance GPT. It's going to help you write audit-proofed entries in PMI's language, what you actually want and need for your application, without having to second guess every sentence. This tool doesn't write your application for you. You have to provide it the right information, but it helps ensure that your descriptions are well written and the spreadsheet makes sure that you are well prepared if audited. And if you need it, I'm right there with you along this process. All you have to do is plug in your experience, answer a few questions, and get your formatted PMI ready summary. This is the tool that I wish I had when I applied for my PMP. And that's why I've built it for you. So here's what you do. Click the link below in the description to purchase access to the 44 PMI Application GPT. Subscribe to this channel if you're on your PMP or RMP journey, because more help is coming out week by week. And most importantly, none of this matters if you don't prep for the exam. That's why I shot this video on the 5 most common PMP exam mistakes. Watch next, and I'll see you there.